Hi everybody, Heather O'Connor, and the website is www.fitnessesq.com. So this is part of my 30-day Push to Emerald group, and what I'm going to go over today is rank advancement, what you need to do to get there, as well as some of the other things like the basics of cycle bonusing and where to place people, just in case you're confused with that. So to get started, hopefully you've all been in your back office, in your online office. If you don't know how to get there, message me, because we need to get you there to look at where you are and look at what I call your beginning of your Christmas tree. It's your two legs. Of course, Beachbody has a binary compensation plan. So you have two legs that you basically grow. So when you come in, okay, you're going to see my incredible art here. But when you come in, you're at the top here, and I'm just going to use circles. Can you see them? Because my Weeble drawing isn't all that great. So this is you, okay? You're at the very, very top. And then what you have is two legs that kind of go like this. So when you have this, these two empty spots are the first two places you need to fill. And when you fill these with active coaches, you get to Emerald. So it's pretty easy, two people, and we want them coming in on challenge packs for a couple different reasons, which we've talked about, and I'll talk more in depth later. So the other thing you might notice, and especially this is true if you've been on my team for a little while and you're just starting the business side now that you've had your fitness getting down. But if you look at your downline, what you might see is on one of the sides, you might see a whole bunch of people underneath you. And you might look at that and say, oh my God, where did all these coaches come from? Well, you can thank me, you can thank the people that are above you, and if you've been putting in the work, you can thank you and your team as well. So what I'm going to do, because I think, unless you're very, very, very new, you probably already have people in your downline. So this blue guy right here, okay, is somebody that I've put in. So now your leg over here is empty, and I've put somebody here. So now there's a couple situations where I've put another person there. So now you have two people over there. And what has happened is now that maybe this person has also started to grow their team. So this black one, you might see they've got a person here. And then what else you might see is that they've also started to grow here. So now this person has placed two people, okay? Because when they come in, this is what they see. So they don't see you sitting up here. So when they come in and they get these two people, they're Emerald. So pretty easy. So you might have a whole list of people here. Now you might have it on this side, and I'm going to explain what the difference is on that. So if you look and you start seeing people being added to one side and not the other side, that's the difference between your strong and your weak leg. And that comes in, that's important later for cycle bonusing. But for now, all you have to worry about is getting to Emerald and rank advancing. So now you need to build. So you need to find those two people that you're going to start with. So you have somebody come on here. And if you already have a team building up here, I suggest that you put somebody on this inside leg, your first person. But we can always talk. Whenever you have somebody coming in, feel free to text me, call me, give me a little bit of update on who the person is and what you think they're going to do with the business according to what they've told you their goals are. And we can decide together at the beginning until you get going. And I can give you my advice as to where I think that they'd be best on your team to help you rank advance, to help you make money, and to help them out as well. So you put a person here, you put a person down here, now you're Emerald, okay? So now, once you're Emerald, you start cycle bonusing. And that's really exciting because Beachbody starts paying you money that you've done work because you're growing your team, you're helping your team, but you start getting what is the residual income. So it's the first time really that you're not making all your money off of commission. Because up until this point, when you start and when you get going, all your money is coming from commission, whether it's the sales for the challenge packs or whether it's just selling programs or Shakeology. So now we're into cycle bonusing, and this gets a little bit confusing, and I think I'm going to actually break this into a different video just because it is more confusing and I don't want to overwhelm you all in one night. So this is what we're aiming for right now, okay, is this emerald status for most of you. Some of you are already there and you're working your way up, and that's great. So we're going to do this again, okay? So now you're here. You've got 2 legs. You're empty, okay? I'm not going to add people. So you want to add this person and this person and your emerald. Now, if you can get them to add their 2 people, so now they turn emerald. Oh, my pen's running out. So they turn emerald. Okay, and this person here turns emerald because now they've added their 2 people. Okay, so now you're still just good old emerald. Okay, so now you have a nice team growing, but you haven't moved up yet. So to rank advance, what you need, there's a couple different levels. There's emerald, which is your, well, first when you come in, you're an active coach. So that's really the first basic level. Once you move up and you start growing your team, that's when you hit the emerald level. Once they start growing and you start adding people to your team, that's when we really start to rank advance. So the next status is, the next rank is ruby. Most people actually skip this. I do have a couple people on the team that have hit ruby, but I skipped it. I became a ruby and a diamond all at the same time. So you don't need to aim for ruby. You might hit it on your quest to diamond, but once you hit emerald, I like to just shoot straight for that rock that we got going on. All right, so to now hit ruby, you've got your 2 emeralds, okay? And this can happen at any time. You don't have to wait for them to turn emerald before you can add people. So you have your emeralds, and now what you need to do is add 2 more people on this side and 2 more people on this side. So now, no, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. It's just 1. I'm making it harder for you than it really is. So you have your emeralds here, and then you've added a personally sponsored on each side. So you have 4 coaches total. 2 are emerald, 1 on each side, because that's really important. If you get 2 emeralds on the same side, you're not rank advancing. If you get 2 emeralds over here, again, you're not rank advancing. So there has to be 1 on each side, and there has to be another personally sponsored coach on each side. Ruby. So to get to diamond, you need these emeralds to stay here. Okay, so your emeralds are going to be super important, and this is why whenever anybody comes on the team, you don't know who you're affecting that's above you that might be holding rank because you're on there and you have your active Shakeology order. So I like whenever anybody is going to change anything, whether they're going to cancel their order, whether they're going to push their order back, whatever you're going to do to change up your order, to cancel your order, to whatever, let your upline know, because then we can figure out what we need to do to make sure that the people above you don't lose rank, okay? So super important, just let us know what you're doing. Don't just call Coach Relations and do it without us. We're not gonna be mad, we're not gonna do anything like that, but it's better than just all of a sudden on Thursday, which is payday, looking and seeing that you dropped a rank. So it's nice to know what's going on. So if you can just keep us in the loop, that'd be great. All right, so diamond, now this is where the work comes in. So we have to add 2 more personally sponsored coaches on each side. So now you have a total. Now remember, these 4 right here belong to this guy, these people, your emeralds. So you need to have 4 personally sponsored coaches on one side and 4 personally sponsored coaches on the other side, 2 of which need to be emerald, and they need to be on separate legs. Okay, and the reason why a lot of people skip is because I had all my personally sponsored lined up. In fact, I think I had 6 personally sponsored on each side. I had an emerald over here, and I was just waiting for somebody on this side to turn emerald. So as soon as that happened, boom, diamond. So you just want to continuously grow your team. Now, until you hit diamond, you always want to go from one side to the other, okay? Unless we talk individually and we decide that it's better to put them on one particular side. But you basically want to rotate, put 1 over here, 1 over there. And if you don't know how to set your settings, talk to me, because we definitely want to show you. I want to show you how to make sure that you know how to put your person in the right spot, because it's a very limited window that you have to change somebody once you've actually put them in there. So the other thing that you want to do is when you're placing, okay, drawings again. So you're here. This is you, okay? You've got your two legs. You've got a person here, and you've got a person here. Now they've got their little two legs, and one's connected to your side. So now say that this person, say I've placed this person right here, okay? And this person has not only placed somebody here, they've placed somebody here, okay? So if you're going to put them on this side, what you want to do is go as far down to the outside as possible, as far down, okay, and to the outside. So you never want to place anybody. You never want to look and say, oh, here's an open spot, and put them there. No, 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 no. Don't do that, because the inside of your tree, okay, I don't think anybody else calls it a tree. I think that's me. You can call it whatever you want to call it. The reason I call it a tree is because as you build this, you're building the outside of your tree. So you're building that triangle, okay? So if you look, the star's on top, that's you, okay? You're the star. So you have the tree, and as your team works, what you see is that these people start filling in your Christmas tree. So then you end up with a nice outline of a tree with lots of bulbs inside. And I like Christmas, and I like presents, so I don't know, a Christmas tree works for me. So always, no matter what side you're doing, you want to go all the way down as far out as possible. The same thing on this side. All the way down as far out as possible. Never go inside, okay? Even if you don't understand why right now, don't worry about it. We can talk about it later. It's just one of those things. Make sure you do it, because it's really, really, really important. All right, and this has gotten kind of long, so I'm going to end it there. The only homework I'm going to give you is I want you to private message me and tell me what you need to be emerald, what you need to be ruby, and what you need to be diamond. All right? So, yeah, get to it. Bye.